No,
Now
you're
we're,
not.
I was muted. Yeah. Now we're live. All right. I had this muted. All right.
Oh
Hello, everybody.
no.
3 people here already. Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday.
Yeah,
Hopefully, you guys
welcome.
are enjoying your Monday so far. Glad to have you here. I have the
Miss you.
lovely, very, um, very smooth
I'm very
operated,
wet.
very smooth voice, as we know lots of people love her voice. Sarah, say hi.
Hi.
Not just to me. Say hi to our viewers, you silly.
I did say hi.
That,
Hello to all who are watching.
oh, there
There
you
we go.
go.
Is that better?
That's better. Yes. All right, guys.
You said say hi, and I did.
Huh?
You
True.
didn't specify.
All right. What are we looking at here, Sarah? Well, we're looking at some video footage I recorded
Yep.
of a game called Day of Dragons. Now, this is a game
In a
that
game you thought you would do without me. That breaks my heart.
well, this is coverage that I'm going to be working on for probably a separate video, guys, because it's going to have some. I'm probably just going to show you guys. I recorded some gameplay in this game, and I want to show you guys how awful this game is in contrast to how much money they've raised. So this is a perfect example of basically what I call an asset reliant AR SM, an asset reliant sloppy mess. And I'm going to show you guys ways that this game here is made by an arrogant, ignorant developer. He's the lead
Wow.
developer anyway, who has
You're really
basically
calling
taken.
him out on this
I
one.
am. Yes, he's made over $500,000 just on Kickstarter alone, not to mention what he's made on his website. Okay. This developer
Yeah,
has
and I just
broken.
want to clarify, guys, I have not seen this one
Yeah,
yet,
she hasn't
so
seen any of this.
I have no idea because he decides to go all rogue sometimes and do stuff without me. So I have not seen this one.
I will present facts, and if you guys are looking for more facts, you guys, I'm going to have lots of sources that are going to back up everything that I'm saying here. Sarah, do you remember about a year
Hmm.
ago? First of all, to talk about this game, about a year ago, there was a 99-cent game, or maybe it was $10. I don't remember, but it was made by a developer who was charging money for a really simplistic game where you moved your mouse around, avoiding obstacles. And it was very simplistic, very easy to make.
Hmm.
And I basically said, you know what, guys, this game is so bad. I can show you guys. I can make a game better than this in less than an hour.
I remember you doing that, but unfortunately, when you did it, it was some weekend, there was something going on, and I was unable to be in the stream. So I did not see you do this, but I remember you doing it.
Correct. And I made that game called Dodgy. So what's happened here is this is why I call this game an asset reliant sloppy mess. I played this game yesterday just to confirm how bad this game is, and it is definitely reliant on assets. Even the empty world that we have in this game is supposedly an asset or a map made by somebody off the Unreal Engine store. And what we have here, the irony, be awesome games. Right. So this is a game that blew up when big content creators, I do believe, when it was first put into um, its Kickstarter last fall. I believe it was last September. A couple of big Kickstarter, I mean, a couple of big content creators featured the game, and it blew up on Kickstarter. And I think it was only going for a $12,000 goal initially. Ended up getting $533,000 in the Kickstarter in I think a month or two.
Oh my gracious.
And they still they launched the game in December, as you can see, and the game is made up of assets off the Unreal Engine store, which when pressed about it and pressed about it and pressed about it by people on the forums or on the Discord or whatever, the developer finally released, uh, the source to where he bought these Dragon assets at. And there is another YouTube content creator by the name of Icy Caress. He has about 125,000 subscribers on YouTube. This guy went last fall, and once this developer linked the assets that he actually had in the game, this Icy Caress went and bought the same assets off the Unreal Engine store and made a much better, much more playable dragon game in a fraction of the time, just to make a point. Kind of like I did with that game last year, the 99-cent game.
So, wait a minute.
Hmm?
The person who released this game
Mm-hmm.
had a Kickstarter and made $533,000
Mm-hmm.
to put out a game where they used assets. Did they modify the assets? Did they do anything? It's basically just a whole bunch of assets cobbled together.
It is a bunch of assets cobbled together. It's a complete sloppy mess. Basically, what this guy's done is, Sarah, to be honest with you, I think that Barty Rocks, except Barty Rocks doesn't work with Unreal, he works with Unity. But this is about what we had with Barty Rocks with the game that he put out, the Galactic Empire or Galactic Galaxy in Peril game that we covered last fall. I mean,
Hi, Darkios. Welcome to the stream today.
Of course, to Barty Rock's credit, Barty Rocks used his own money, or his parents' money, or whatever, to buy his assets, and put out a game that's probably as competent, if not more competent. It probably took more work than this game did. And it really is sad, but the saddest part isn't even that this is a cheap game made with assets, where a developer raised over $500,000 and has no way to show what he's done with the money. This is a developer that even before launch was, okay, so Icy Caress is one of the people that obviously this developer, anybody that had anything critical to say of this game before it launched, this developer basically took their names down. He banned them from the forums on the Steam page and stuff like that. And there was when this game launched on December 4th, several of these people like Icy Caress and others went in to play the game to see how bad it was, and they couldn't even get into the game. So what this developer did is he actually hard-coded Steam user profiles into the game, that if they launched the game, it would just shut down immediately. And this has been proven. So this developer actually hard-coded any naysayers of the game to shut down the game inside the game, which goes directly against Steam's policies. He's also broken a bunch of other Steam policies, such as like anytime a game is in early access, which this game is, as you see down here, Steam's rules say that if you sell your Steam keys anywhere else, that you have to, show that it's early access and have links to the early access questions and let people know, be full front, because and after all, it's being sold on Steam. So even if you're selling keys on another website or whatever, you have to have links, let people know that it's early access, all this stuff. And this developer on his own website for Day of Dragons still to date doesn't have any information that this game's in early access, and has promises of what's in the game that isn't even close to being in the game. He has empty promises in the game that isn't even there. Yeah, it's a big mess.
So it's going to be call out time soon.
Yeah, there's other bigger YouTube content creators than me. This is a lot bigger indie game than I usually cover, to be honest. But I usually cover the smaller indie games that less people.
Corruption, I think it's necessary.
Oh yeah, this guy's a piece of work.
What did he do with all of that money?
That's
to go
a good
and
question.
buy your family members a couple cars and
yeah, it has.
What did you do?
It has its diehard fans as well, of course. The diehard fans that are.
Yeah, understandable. That always happens.
Yeah, that believe that this game is going to be the next great thing. But I mean, if you just go in here and see, here's what happens. You start as an egg, and this egg is, I mean, this is just some of the gameplay, but the egg and everything here is just part of the asset. And as you can see, we have really bad collision. I'm just kind of taking a look at the dragon here. You're seeing I'm walking right through the rocks.
No, that's not good.
I'm just trying to figure out some of the movement here. I can't fly yet, which I didn't know. That's a rest state where you can hit the R button and you can rest. You see, I'm still just kind of testing the collision. You see, I'm clipping through trees. There's your little starting area, and the whole world is basically just an empty desert, except for these three little spawns that you start at.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's sad.
So again, you're seeing here. This is just some of my gameplay. You're seeing that there's really horrible collision with the rocks, and this just goes to show the amount of effort that
talked to the lead
this
developer
developer has put into it. But yeah, it's a mess. How you doing, Darkios? If you're still here, I'm showing. He just says hey. Here, got broke down. Give me. Welcome to the stream, everybody. But yeah, we're either gonna cover this in a live stream here soon. But I haven't decided. I just captured some video footage, and there's really no rush because I want to make sure that when I go over the facts of this game, that I get everything right, because this is a lot bigger than just a 99-cent indie game. This is a big story, and there is a lot of information already out there. I mean, you can search Day of Dragons already, and you can see, I mean, if we go into Google here, guys, I put in here Day of Dragons. I mean, if we go to the Kickstarter here, you'll see that they indeed did on the Kickstarter. They indeed did make $533,000 on the game in just 60 days or 30 days or something like that. And their goal was only $12,000. And they blew up because of a couple of videos out there that other content creators made. This has been covered by Forbes back in October. It was already covered by Forbes. Yeah. Thanks to the magic of Harry Potter. Is how he raised all the money. But yeah, it's a mess,
Yeah,
guys.
definitely cover it later.
Yeah, because we want to make sure we get all the facts right about that. There's a ton of information about this game out there, but I see Caress as one of the YouTubers or Twitchers that kind of cover this. You can see that Sid Alpha made his 30 devs video, a 48-minute video. That's as of December, and more has happened since then. And the main developer, the lead developer, is J.O. He's the one that seems to have been responsible for most of the corruption and deception and lies and everything that is involved with this game. Guys, we're going to go ahead and save Day of Dragons and that footage that I have for another video when I'm more prepared to discuss it. I have more information and facts. So you guys can stay tuned for that. It'll probably be a video that I'll upload that I'm going to make sure all my facts are in order, or I may just show you guys gameplay, and there's a lot bigger content creators like Icy Caress and Alpha and others who have covered all the facts already. So I may just point links to those games and show you guys my experience with the game. That'll probably be more the direction I'll end up going. It's just say, hey, here's some gameplay of my experience with the game, and I'll point you guys.
Hello, Dragoness. Welcome in.
I'll point you guys to those other content creators who already have spent. I know Sid Alpha said he's already spent hundreds of hours making the videos he's made, covering everything. So, no use beating a dead horse with that. I just direct you to his videos. and others videos who have covered it. And now to show you guys the state of the game as it was yesterday. Recorded some gameplay. But now we're going to get back to another smaller indie game, guys. This one's not exactly super small. It did come out several years ago, 3.5 years ago. Hey, this is around the same time that last Game Guru game came out, right? September 2016, about 3.5 years ago.
Yeah.
And could we have that game? I ended up giving an 8 out of 10, Sarah. The hunter or hunted one step too far.
I watched.
But this game here, could this game make another Zaxtor's hidden gem? I don't know, because I like action RPGs, so this is. And this is a game called Ember. I have never heard of this game, and we found this game on another website last Friday.
Yeah, we did last week.
And so I went ahead and acquired the game, and now I have it, and we're going to go ahead and try to play it. I haven't, as you see, I have no game time in it. The one bad thing about it is, compared to other, action RPGs, is, you can't play online with a friend. You can't even do co-op or anything, so it is just single player. But we saw, Sarah, in this game, a lot of people that have played it have played this game a lot. There are people that have like hundreds and hundreds of hours in this game. And for the most part, a lot of people are seeming to like it. Of course, you're always going to have a few people that it doesn't matter. When you have hundreds of reviews,
no matter what,
you're going to have negative reviews. We're doing good.
We are doing good, Dragoness. Oh, both answering her question at the same time. Yeah, we're doing good.
How you doing, Dragoness? Are you feeling any better? I know last night when I did my Dead by Daylight stream late, I did a short Dead by Daylight stream.
Oh yeah, you were home, not feeling well. You had a stomach ache.
Yeah,
I was sleeping while he was live streaming. I was really tired. And yeah, I saw that you weren't feeling very good. So sorry to hear that. I hope you're feeling better.
Be right back. Welcome to the stream, whoever else is watching. Thanks.
Yeah, welcome.
So yeah, we got plenty to cover.
Yes, we do. We always have plenty of games to cover.
Ember.
Oh, hi, Oni. Welcome in. Good to see you in today.
I gotta restart the game. To apply the effects. Oni, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We don't need no music at no 10. Music does sound pretty good though. Look at that. All right, Ember. We're gonna see if this game is worth the. I think this game's $10 US dollars. Character name Lightbringer. We're gonna be my dog, Timber. Moderately challenged. I usually go normal. I usually don't go easy mode.
Domus, a world of peace where all races lived in harmony until one fateful night when the sky.
Right, oops. Look that and skip that. Good to see you guys. Yeah, always good to see you, Oni. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We're covering a 2016 action RPG here.
The ritual should have worked.
The ritual should have worked, and we got one back.
Speak with me.
Well, it looks like the ritual
Help me.
did work, but you're not gonna make it.
We must leave at
No,
once.
that's not you. Okay.
Click on an open ground to move and open ground to move there, or click it here to interact with them. Instead of clicking, you can also drag a line from your character to the world. Dragging to open ground will move there. Dragging the characters will interact with them. You can also draw a line from your party member to open ground to tell them to move there. Okay? That.
Oh, the ritual worked!
Let's talk to
I-
that guy.
I should not be surprised. I'm going to multiply my devotions to the goddess as soon as we get back. Now then, we need to find our way out of the burrow as quickly as possible. There are many horrors here.
Who are you? I am an apprentice monk. We needed to resurrect you. I'm loath to speak more right now. I don't know who or what may overhear us. Alright, we'll talk later. Now you'd be best armed. May I give you a sword, a bow, or a magic wand? Well, let's take Sarah. Sarah likes bows. Bow.
Well,
Alright. Thank you,
I
Robert.
might, but that doesn't mean you like using them.
To the monks in Radius, head monk is Therma. He'll explain everything. I locked this crypt behind me with this key to discourage the thieves. Will you please unlock the door?
I hope some of the thieves left. Or
Okay, so-
thinned their own ranks for us.
Corin has joined my party. Okay. Very well. Alright, so we got rats over here. We got a huge ass spider web. Look how big that spider web is there. We got a radar down here. We've got a journal. We've got a character sheet. Let's take a look at that real quick. Ember, Lightbringer. Level 1. Health, energy. Got our different stats. Okay, this is where you can place your armor and stuff. Okay, works. Inventory. Accessories, consumables, the items. Got a crypt key. Gave us. Settings and stuff. Got quick slots for spells or whatever it looks like. Alright, so what is over here? Oops, that's that. Okay. Alright, so we got. Wait a minute, let's just go. This. Let's just. Oh. Just trying to figure out.
See the purple?
Guide is scavenging. Items near you will glow and sparkle. Mouse over an item to see its name. Click to pick it up. To always see names for items in range, enable the gameplay option. Item names always visible on the option. You can also drag items into your inventory or move them to the world. Take note of the question mark button on the quick bar at the bottom of the screen. This toggles query mode, which allows you to pop up information window about any item or character by mouse over it. Okay.
Okay. Welcome back, Dragoness.
Okay, so here's the. Nope, that's not the door. So,
There's
got a door right here. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something on the floor though that's okay.
Where is it? Oh, over here?
That where you were just standing
Uh-huh.
on the floor, it looks like there's food or something there.
Oh, yeah, but I can get.
And that brown pelt that was glowing.
Oh, bear pelt. There we go.
Bear pelt.
Item received, bear pelt. Going to journal. I leave this travel journal for my sister Cora in case I die in this cursed place. Day 1. I departed Radiance at night before my brothers rose for morning prayers. I fear the forest when it is dark, for that was the only way I could leave unnoticed. My journey through the northern forest has been surprisingly uneventful. Nary a soul in sight. While the strange noises made me jump at every shadow, I yet to see anything more dangerous than a rabbit eyeing me suspiciously. 4. Finally, the deep burrows enhance the entrances in sight. I dare not go in. I must bolster my resolve with a good night's sleep and have a good amount of wine. Okay. Day 5. The crypts have been overrun with thieves and giant spiders. Oh no. However, I managed to slip by mostly unnoticed as they are busy battling each other. Thieves and spiders. My combat training as a monk has served me well the few times I have had to defend myself. I am now in the Lightbringer's crypt. Okay. So we just got, it's now time to enact the ritual. Alright. So we found his journal, and we found, I saw rolls somewhere. Where was that? Okay, hang on. There we go.
Not your journal.
That's his journal.
Yeah.
This Cohen guy.
The guy who resurrected you.
We got spider webs everywhere. That I can't click on. Whoa. I gotta see this. Oh my. We got, looks like people. Looks like
those
people.
are probably thieves.
Yeah, probably. Wrapped
Those are
up in
probably
silk.
some of the thieves.
For a giant
That's
spider
a
day.
Big spider.
That has got to be a big spider. Oh.
It's like not Harry Potter. Yeah, Harry Potter level spider.
Rat.
Lord of the Rings level spider.
Killer rat? Oh, there we can. Okay.
I don't think you can.
Sure, there's nothing else here that we can get. Rat eating the cheese. That makes sense. Cheese? Oh, so I got it. I'm taking some cheese that rats have been. Crypt. Oh, I found 3 gold coins and an opal. Treasure to sell to a merchant for gold.
I mean, do you really want to eat crypt cheese?
Hell yeah, I might be hungry. Been half eaten by rats.
Ew.
Probably with spider silk all over it, and who knows what else. Door unlocked with a crypt key. Saving. Okay. I like the way the door opened there.
Please let them be gone. Please let them be gone.
I like that. You can hear him like scared. Welcome back,
he's a
Dragoness.
bit worried.
I love my fair share of RPG games. Yeah, I've never heard of this one or seen it, so.
I know you're down here.
Who are you talking about?
Oh wow.
I thought we were hired to loot this place. Just shut up and do what I tell you.
I like the voice
Guide
acting.
to combat. You need the guide to combat to know what you're doing.
Combat in Ember is in real time, with the ability to pause using the button in the quick bar at the bottom of the screen. While the game is paused, you can select combat targets or set new positions for party members. Actions will be carried out after you unpause. To assign a party member's combat target, simply draw a line from them or from their portrait to the enemy. A small icon will appear above the enemy's name to indicate that that party member is now targeting that enemy. They will continue attacking that target until you give them another order or that target dies. Draw a line from them to their from their portrait to the enemy. Okay. Alright, we don't have a key to that. We're gonna go ahead and jump in here.
Here we go.
Alright.
Doo-doo-doo.
Okay, so we're shooting him with.
Okay. You can pause.
Yeah, we can pause. So let's go ahead and pause real quick here, right here. Looks like he's pretty much auto attacking. We already got one down. He is. So if we wanted to take him, I just want to see how this works though. So if we wanted him to take out this archer here first, we can go like that, and it shows the red line. That's pretty cool. So now we're just telling him where to go, and then we can go ahead and go unpause, which is where did I pause it at? Right here.
You paused it on your quick bar.
Yeah. Right here.
There. You better start doing something. Okay, it's okay.
Glad we made it out of that one alive.
So he took a little bit of health damage. I'm fine. We can loot him. Nice. Is it take all? Yep. Points, so we'll take all that. Well, oh, we got another short bow. Healing potion. We have this guy over here somewhere. There's another guy here. Hey,
You're standing right above him.
Yeah. Can't see.
Nope.
Don't know where he went. Oh well. I
He's
think,
behind the door.
yeah, I would think that he would be. Oh, there he is. Oh,
No,
yeah, it doesn't let me click on
he's right
anything.
there at
There we
your
go.
feet. Oh, there we go.
Somehow got it. So there's no way to move the camera or rotate the camera. It doesn't look like. Okay, well, that would be useful. Or I feel like it
Now
should
you need to
either.
figure out what.
Yeah, I feel like it should either let us rotate the camera, or it should, like, when I hover over my cursor over the walls, it should make them see through or something. As we've seen in other games
That
like
would
this.
help. Yeah.
Going through
If you go up towards your right, there's another, like, little information station.
Oh.
See it with the purple?
No.
Go up through those doors.
Oh,
Up
see
into
it.
your
Yeah, I
right.
gotcha.
There you go.
Alright. Be sure to loot bodies, which we did. To change your equipped items, bring up your character sheet by clicking the sword on the click bar. Next, bring up your inventory. Click on the weapon, armor, weapons filter by, yep, okay. You can also click equip from the item in your inventory. To change Corin's equipment, click the arrows at the top of the character sheet. To use health potions you looted to heal your party, you can use them from your inventory to drag them to the blue slots of the quick bar. For easy access, potions can be used anytime, even during combat. Okay.
Nice.
So if we look at our character sheet and we look at our inventory, you can see that we have armor here. We have now I can give him armor as well, right? Yes, going. So for example, if we wanted to give him one of these ragged hide armors, because he has nothing as well. Well, he already has ragged hide armor. Okay. So he's a swordsman. It's a one-handed sword that he has. Have a okay. He probably better than a yeah. Crude dagger does 18 to 22. His does more. But what we can do is probably give him this shield. Drag it there. Now he has a shield. See it back. That's awesome. So now we can come here. We'll compare the bows that this one does. The one I found does average damage 24.2. The one I have does same thing. Okay. And I already have Ancient Rags armor 13. This is armor 17. Okay. Plus, we'll go ahead and there. Now, if we want to do lesser healing potions, let's drag these down here. Oh. Okay. So if we want to heal him, can we heal him or?
It said that you can heal other people in your
Yeah.
party. I don't know how you would do that. Maybe you have to bring him up. Or
Nope, I just
there
dragged
you
a healing
go. Just
potion
drag
to him.
it to him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
Not bad. Okay. And you can heal even during combat, it says, so.
Yes.
Cool.
Which is nice.
Alright, so. You can't zoom in or out either, guys. You can move around with QA. Okay, let's go. Can we go through this door? Let's see if it's locked or what. Yeah, it's locked. Then there's another.
Not right now. Maybe later.
Can go through here. Might be a trap. I don't know. Ooh, we could.
Oh, there are more guys. Oh no, there are dogs too. Or some kind of creatures. Oh no, you gotta. Oh no, not the
This
wall.
isn't so hard.
Touch that!
Okay, we're both taking damage here. Let's have. I think we should probably have him take out the thief. And I will take out the thief as well. Away. Okay. We unpause. We'll figure this out, guys. There we go. Now I'm attacking him.
Run now, and we'll call it even. God,
That was easy.
This is exhausting.
Okay. Wolf pelt. Sure.
You never know, you could use it for something or trade it. Perhaps.
Works. Another 24.2. I don't think. Well, I guess we could trade it for now.
And that looks like you can sell because it has a coin value beside them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing. Gonna have more guys to fight.
Ooh,
Oh, what's this?
Darren.
Doesn't look like he made it.
Doesn't look like it.
There's another guy.
I can't stop the bleeding. I had no idea where the thieves, there would be thieves down here. My job was just to come here and scout the area for altars. Rail from Radiance told me to return if I found any. However, I don't think I'll be going anywhere. Aw,
Oh no.
feels
There's
bad,
something
man.
on the ground by the other guy too.
Right? Oh, the
Hey.
journal by the other. Oh, but by over here.
By the no. Down. You
Oh.
just talked to Jaren, that's the blue. There's a guy in a puddle of blood
Oh,
over
yeah.
there in the very
I
corner.
didn't see him.
And there's
Right.
something on the ground next to him too. No, I guess he
Over
doesn't
here,
have anything.
cleaver. Yeah, we got a copper cleaver.
It's
And
something.
so if we hit, see what it is. Oops, quest. I should talk to Rail at Radiance about a dead body I found a barrel. Seems he hired someone for some sorts of equipment. Okay, that's our quest.
Well, one of them, yeah.
One of them. More loot. Another crude wooden bow, which we picked up.
This area was a shrine before the barrow was sealed.
Okay. Red apple. Wine. Okay. A lot of stuff here. Can't use the altar. Ooh, 16 gold coins. Those I'm sure.
Money.
All kinds of spider webs, Sarah, everywhere. Yep. I want to shoot the rats with my bow, but it won't let me. This is probably going to take us out of the dungeon. Nope. Not out of the dungeon yet.
No, it just takes you from a lower level to another one. Uh-oh.
The
Dude's
pain
bleeding
is
out.
any worse, huh?
Uh-oh, dude's bleeding out. Oh, there's one of the spiders.
Devin, who's there? Have you come to watch me die? I don't think you'll be waiting long. What are you doing down here? I work for Johan down here to do some grave robbing. So we thought. Always on the lookout for those shiny embers, or ancient armor. But we got more than we bargained for, I think. How are you injured? Damn crazy giant spiders, that's how. Been driving mad by something down here. Or been driven mad. We come down here, start opening crypts, and the next thing we know, these 8-legged freaks are everywhere. No man should die like this. God help me. Do you wish me to end your suffering? No, for me, no. Prison's just about done its work, arg. But my dog, Raven, he fought so bravely for me. He killed the last spider, but it poisoned him. Aw, it should driven him insane. Could you put him out of his misery? He deserves better than becoming just another monster. I have no desire to harm the dog, or if it is your wish. There's this dog. Welcome back, Dragoness. What do you say, Sarah? Sarah's gonna cry.
Oh, I don't want to hurt the baby. Oh, okay, his doggy's gone crazy. Oh.
We're taking some damage here, though.
Mm-hmm.
That is a big spider corpse there. Alright. Raw steak. 25 is worth 25 gold. A well-kept dog. Smells what? Faintly of lavender.
Faintly of lavender. No, nothing of real importance yet. Dragoness still just in the burrows trying to get out.
Something approaches. There's nothing but death
Uh-oh.
now.
You're dead.
Hi, guys.
Take that, you all.
My training is paying off. Let's get out of here.
Great wooden, great shield, okay. Good, we found some more healing potions. That'll help. Because we need some. Crypt. Sapphire.
Ooh.
Okay. Alright, before we go any
heal
further, let's go ahead and heal ourselves, yeah.
Because I have a feeling that you're gonna have to run into a spider before it's over.
Again. Thorin can't drink another health potion. Okay.
No, so you can only do one at a time, I guess.
And if I eat an apple, restore some health.
Well, you gave it to him, not you.
There we go. Rolls. Ooh, rolls help me a lot. Energy. Alright. Go ahead and look at some stuff. Sword bow, these are all 24.2, right? We found a shield that might help him out more, though. Ancient rags,
There
armor
it is.
13.
It's down at the bottom.
14. Him. Double protection.
There you go.
Raw steak, bear pelts. We got all kinds of pelts and stuff. Okay. Saving. So it has an autosave feature, which is nice.
Stupid orcan.
Ooh.
Take my book.
What?
A coward. Hiding behind that.
Leave me alone, stupid human.
Oh, ask him why he's so angry.
Why are you so angry? Oligard does not want to talk to you. I will leave you be. Leave, human.
He smells like
He's not very happy.
Smells like rotten fish.
rotten fish.
Can't loot the campfire, okay. We can craft at the campfire, though. Okay, so we had a raw steak here, so... Crafting, okay.
Dragoness, if you ever found a spider that was the size of a horse, you would run in the other direction. Because that thing's going to see you as food.
There we go.
Thank goodness there are not spiders that large.
Okay, so the flavorless restores half
I don't
your
know
health.
anybody that would be happy about that.
Okay, so if we find a campfire and we have like raw steak or whatever, then we can make a steak that'll restore half our health. That's pretty nice.
Now it's flavorless now that it's cooked, I guess.
Yeah.
This is flavorless cooked steak.
Pause.
A fight!
Oh,
Oh no! Oh, well look at them. They're just, let them fight each
Oh,
other.
yeah.
yeah. We just let them fight each other.
Scared?
I like how you can just pause the combat here.
I know, and pick. I like that. I really do.
You should run.
That was pretty cool how we were just able to kick back and watch them. Only if I walk into its
Only
web.
if you want. Not necessarily. I mean, there are some spiders that are very, very territorial, even if you aren't anywhere near their web.
Mm-hmm.
They will jump at you. They do not care. They're very aggressive.
Oh,
Silly, fuzzy wuzzy wolf spiders. They're so fuzzy, but they're, boy, they can just get really angry.
locked. Kinds of loot is laying around everywhere.
Maybe, maybe you'll have to come back another time, and that guy will be there.
Yeah, maybe so. Up this way.
Maybe he'll be a little happier next time.
I thought I saw
so.
something like a health potion there, is it? Yeah.
It is a health potion.
Yes.
Don't leave the health potions. Don't ever leave the health potions.
Ember.
Ooh. I'm gonna have a lot of bows to sell.
A lot of coins as well, huh?
Sorry, I have hiccups. You hear me? I just got the hiccups.
All these gold coins.
Oh, looky, there's a chest.
Where's the chest?
Careful, though. It's like a trap. You were headed that direction.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't see. Okay, yeah. Probably is a trap.
Be careful.
Spider.
The chest's just all out there in the open. It's kind of...
Ace of speed.
Yeah, it looks like it does a little more damage than the one you have. +2 strength and +1 vitality.
Special abilities are granted to party members by equipping gear found in the world. Loot the chest next to the pedestal to find a weapon that grants a special ability called Double Strike. Equipping the weapon, then using the skill makes you attack twice in a row. Special abilities appear as buttons underneath the party member's health and energy bars at the interface at the top of the screen. Use an ability on your current target by clicking this button, or you can drag a line from the button to the new target. Using special abilities costs energy, which can be replenished with potions or by resting. Okay. So, if we go in here to our inventory, oops, journal. Sorry. Go to our weapons. Ace of speed. Worth 200 gold. Wow. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and...
Oh yeah, it adds a lot better stuff to you too, though, if you've noticed.
Yeah. So if we... Here
Increases your average damage by quite a bit too.
Yeah. Here. Okay, so there's a double strike button it's talking about. Okay. So they're hanging. That spider's not.
He's dead. Oh, more bad guys.
We ain't getting paid enough.
I'll select your valid target.
You were up too far.
It must change.
There you go. Oh, that's funny. You paused it and his leg's up in the air.
Oh yeah, you can see that.
Hiya!
Oh,
That's cool.
already dead.
I never thought monkhood would turn into this bloody. Let's have a drink
That
instead.
was pretty quick.
I'm just getting started.
The skeleton has stuff too.
More fights going on up here.
But the whoa, wait a minute. eager beaver.
I'm just
Did you
waiting.
go over to the skeleton in the box to do anything?
I picked the stuff out of the box. Yeah.
Okay.
The box.
Skeleton, the guy on the wall, anything?
Nope. They're all empty. Alright.
Oh, the spiders are still alive.
Mm-hmm.
I know! Now you get to battle a spider.
Oh, we're webbed up.
Oh no, 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 no.
I shall need to sharpen my blade after that tussle.
I mean, that's cool. You just sharpened my blade after that tussle. Spider silk. Alright. Damn it. Character sheet inventory, there we go. We need some. Drink that, boy. Drink that, timber. Very small amount of energy. Okay. Still level 1. Can't upgrade yet or anything.
Someone has to guard this loot.
Agreed, mate.
Some men are made for fighting. Some men are made for guarding. You're mine.
There we go. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's gotta hurt. Oh, where that came from?
Save you the work.
Yeah.
That's gotta hurt.
They just lower themselves on webs.
Uh-oh. I think that guy's gonna die. Yep.
Alright, well, the 2 spiders killed 3 men.
You're too far away.
I think so.
I think you actually have to be in combat.
Oh.
Possibly.
We're gonna have him fight the same spider. Or we take him out.
Goddess of Ember, protect me.
Of course, he's fighting the other spider, even though I told him to fight my spider. Oh, that's because I killed him. It's because
you hit him and you
I
like
killed
killed
him
him almost instantly.
Yeah. It's because of this double strike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Ratty cloth garb armor would be -9 armor if we equip that. So yeah. Okay. Crude copper sword.
But definitely see though if it would be an upgrade for him.
Take a look. Inventory, character sheet. We go him. Again, he has a yeah. He just has a 24 average weapon. Or we could give him a bow. It'd be a little bit more. What else do we have here? Rubber Fever 24. Wood is like.
Okay. But what about the hide though?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Armor.
$17. 8. Junk.
Okay.
Kill it though. Alright, cool. Thanks.
Alright. Well, it was worth a look.
Always worth a look, babe. Welcome to the stream, guys.
Definitely.
What do you think of this game so far? Is this a game you would play with what you're seeing, Sarah?
I think so.
Bedroll. What's the bedroll do? I guess we're gonna find out. Sure to pick up the bedroll next to this pedestal. You added the other filter in your inventory using bedroll restore health and energy of your party and possibly increase your experience boost. What is experience boost? The experience earned from defeating enemies is increased by this boost. Gain experience boost by sleeping. The longer it's been since you slept, the greater your experience boost will be. The experience boost decreases as you defeat enemies. To keep your experience boost high, you need to sleep regularly, but not too often. If you click on the time of day display under the radar in the lower right, you can wait until morning or night without sleeping. This will not affect your experience boost, but will also not reach. By Alaron the Sage. Okay. So, we got some wolves over here. We got some stuff over here that I want to check out. And then we're great.
Cabbage.
Oh, we got a spider coming down.
Oh no.
Oh, we can mine ore. Road would like this game. Junk. Sell to a merchant for gold, for 1 gold.
Shovel. Oh. You can get him, come on.
Maybe I'm brave after all.
Mm-mm.
Oh, we're still alive.
Oh, I think you have one more box.
Yep, we got it.
Oh, it was just still flashing.
No use taking health potions if we're about to sleep. So let's go ahead and
Oh, the crypt.
build coins. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and find that other
It's an other.
bedroll. I wonder if we should put this down here. Put this down here. Again. Okay, so now if we
Just be careful as far as using it.
whole party. Sure. Hopefully we heal and everything.
You wake up and there are like thieves all around you.
Yeah, you never know, huh? Alright, after sleeping a long period of wakefulness, 7% experience. And we're restored on health and energy and all that good stuff. Good.
Yay.
No more loot in the crypt, too bad.
Nobody just randomly threw stuff in there.
No. Feels
That
bad.
would be cool though.
I think we should avoid
Calm
this.
down, fellas.
And the thief.
Have some meat.
Look at all the meat in here. I'll want that meat. I'll want that meat bad. Good, because we can cook it.
Watch
fire.
your step.
You keep out, dude.
Time to bleed.
You might need a healer after that one.
Yes? I like how you can just let it auto attack too. You can basically say what you want to do, or you can just let it auto
Made it
attack.
out of that one alive.
Get everything?
What is that? No, there's something on the ground right next to your feet.
Oh
on the
yeah.
right side.
Meat. What is it? What is that? Let's see what that is.
Mead, it's a drink.
Alcohol, huh?
Yeah. Made with honey, if I'm not mistaken. I've never had mead, but I've always wanted to try it.
There's so much glowy stuff in this game that you think you can click on stuff that you can't. Is that loot? Is that loot? Is that loot?
I have heard tell of these ancient alcoves. Do not touch that book. It is cursed.
Do not touch the book. It is cursed, huh? Might touch it anyway. Okay, first thing I want to do before we die, let's see if we can save the game. That would be a smart thing.
Oh,
to do.
definitely.
It has been auto-saving for us, but at least you can save yourself if you want to.
Oh, Dragoness, no need to apologize that you've been gone. My
Yeah.
goodness. We all have lives and things we have to take care of. It's perfectly understandable. Did you check the glowing guy on the floor?
There we go. 5 gold coin.
Miss anything important? No, just still killing things, trying to get out.
Battle in the next room will be your biggest challenge yet. Be sure to equip the
See, I
Lightbringer
told
and Corin with the best weapons and armor you have found in the burrows. Use your bedroll to rest so you have maximum health and energy. Don't forget to use skills. The double strike skills does twice less damage. Please pause often so you can give orders to your party and take potions as necessary. Remember when you draw lines from party members on their portraits to move them to assigned targets. Okay, so before we actually jump in there, we're going to grab this loot. We're also going to come back up here and just make sure we can't find any more loot that might help us in this battle.
In this very challenging battle, which is probably like the mama spider.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right about that.
More than likely. That's what it is.
What's going on over here?
It's a dead thing with some fishes.
Oh, yep.
He seems to have died from reading that book. Who knew reading was fatal to goblins?
Oh dear.
A raw fish. Raw fish. Book of Summoning Wishes. This book is written in goblin language and impossible to understand. You can make up the words wish and meat amongst the scribbling. Alright, we'll take it. Oh god. Right.
Oh!
Evil chicken!
Oh, I hate when chickens attack.
I know, right? Go on, you take this one out.
Pain is life, my friend.
Man, these are some these are
Hardy
some
little
evil chickens.
chickens.
I know, right?
Hardy little buggers, aren't they?
Alright, we got a fishing rod as well. Raw chicken. Raw chicken. I'm gonna guess raw chicken. He has no meat on him. So we could use a little bit. We're gonna use the bedroll again though, rather than wasting healing potions, I think. Here we go.
I wonder what purpose these shrines served.
Can't use these altars yet.
No.
Nothing else in.
But it's obvious that that's for later,
Yep, it is.
so... You'll have... Oh, my apologies.
These yawns are contagious, darling.
I'm sorry.
You're right back again. Sorry. Oh, poor likes to say I'm sorry for this stuff. Like, okay,
no need
it's
to be
okay,
sorry.
Darius. Yeah.
Life is life. Trust me, at our age, we totally understand.
Sometimes the clicking and movement isn't as smooth as I'd like to see. That's the biggest problem I see with the game. Other than that, it's pretty cool. Sometimes, like, I click somewhere and the screen just kind of stutters.
Yeah.
Go ahead and go down. Oops, that wasn't it.
No,
See, like right there.
it's not that way.
Alright.
Yeah, I see. what
It's
you
kind of jittery and not exactly as smooth as you would hope. Alright, so we're going to go ahead
Gonna
and...
rest up.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and rest up here.
Volume's a little low.
And we're going to take on this boss. I think.
Alright.
2%. Inventory. Do we have anything we can... Him? Us?
Well, you do, but you don't need it right now. You're full.
Yeah, and I'm talking about like
Something
weapons or
really
armor.
good. Oh, okay.
Oh, I think we're
No, I don't think you've grabbed anything lately.
saving. Game smart. It is saving for us. Autosave successful. Alright. It knows we're about to get killed. Saving again.
It's like, sorry guys.
Yep, you were right about the spider.
It was the spider queen. Oh no, there are more.
Okay. Let's
I take the little babies.
the little
out.
babies out first. Okay.
Always take the smaller ones out first.
I'm gonna have him take out this one with me. Well, he's gonna take out this one. Pause this. Unpause real quick. Okay. I like how you could pause it. It's pretty cool. Okay, so these guys are almost dead. Oh man, scary.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Ow, that's a pretty good chunk there. Okay, so the double strike on him. And then of course he has a Garrett, he knows to attack it, but hey. We're gonna get it. I'm gonna be pretty hurt though, because it's attacking me. But remember, guys, I need to keep forgetting, you know, to make sure I don't die. Remember, I already have a health
I'm
potion
watching.
here. And,
I'm watching your health.
oh, I can, okay, so I just click it and I can click me. There we go. But remember, I don't take it until I start it again. Wait a minute.
No, you didn't.
There we go.
There you go. It takes a
Now,
second.
double strike, like that.
I don't have a target. You have to target her before you do.
Now it's on him. That's so cool. Okay.
That shall leave a mark.
Yeah, I like that you can do that. That's kind of nice.
More spiders are coming down.
She's bringing out more babies. She's almost dead.
You can't drink it. He can't drink another health potion yet. How about me? Can I drink one? Yes.
Maybe he can have an apple or something?
Yeah, that's true.
Remember, apples, meat. You've got all that other stuff. Ton of it.
He's at like half health. Where's that steak we could?
Thought you already ate that.
Noodles? There we go.
Restores half of health, yeah.
Corin cannot use that in combat. Okay.
Oh, dang it. No, she's just about dead. Anyway.
Okay.
At least I thought. Maybe not. I thought she was almost dead. Oh no, she is. Okay, I was looking. No. Oh.
Now it's dead. Okay. Oh, it must be dead. Hang on. Oh yeah, everything's dead. Okay.
Gods, this is exhausting.
Okay, so let's just to restore our
You're
health.
sleeping again.
Mm-hmm. Rather better than using health potions, right?
True.
Plated armor of the spider. Ooh.
Ooh.
Cohen or me? I think I am going
What
to.
is your base strength, though? It requires a base strength.
4-2. Let's see.
I believe it said base strength of 2.
Yep. And so
Yep.
it could go into Cohen as well, but I think we're gonna protect me. More important. What are you laughing about?
Yeah, like you're gonna protect me because I'm more important.
Uh-huh. Me, myself, and I.
Mm,
Alright.
I see.
I mean, who's this Cohen guy? It's not like I really know him well, right?
He did kind of bring you back to life.
Hey! That's true.
What? Hey, me?
You know what? I will give this armor to him just as soon as I find something better. As soon as I find something better. What are you laughing about, woman? That is
You're
locked.
funny. As soon as
That's
I
locked.
find something better.
Uh-huh. Well, wouldn't you do the same thing if you were playing this? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Opal, we're not having a hard time finding spider webs.
My goodness, no.
Or cocoon thieves. Whoever.
Your skeleton is flashing. Like, they're all flashing.
Sure.
Hello, Classic. Welcome into the stream.
Gold. Junk. Sell to a merchant for gold. Sure.
Well, a piece of gold's a piece of gold.
Got a pan. Junk. Sell to a merchant for gold. We need to find this merchant. 23 gold coins.
Well, once you get out, you will.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a merchant in here. How's it going, Classic Murder Garita? What's up going on, man? How's the poggers going for you, bud?
This is the exit. We are free of this place.
Alright, we're out of here. Yay! Good afternoon, man. Good to see you.
We are out.
We leveled up to level 2. We got some thieves to join. Okay. They're getting green, so I think they're good thieves.
Well, for the moment.
For the moment, yeah. I think you got us. We're out all right. We head west, no, east, to what is left of the village of Darkwood. Darkwood? We're not bound for Radiance? Yeah, I thought we were going to Radiance.
I thought so too.
We are. You see, Radiance is well hidden within the mountains to our northeast. But through the ruins of Darkwood, my order maintains a subterranean passage that will lead us to Radiance. That passage is a safeguard for us. I see, but what appears we have some company to deal with.
You got something important to say.
Uh-oh. Joan said. Oh, there you are. I was wondering if you two would show up.
Who are you?
Name's Joan, and these men are with me. We've been sent here to dispose of you. You were right about that. Just the green for now. I finally got back on the leaderboard. Yay! I saw the video you did, or parts of it. I saw part of it. I haven't watched it. I think you put up a couple of days ago. And you were playing rock and roll and Fancy VEER as well. So why are we talking instead of fighting? Not only did my employer fail to mention you're a damned Lightbringer, but he left out the giant spiders roaming the halls. There are two things I hate in this world: warm ale and spiders. Damn 8-legged freaks have killed a lot of my men. This contract is no longer worth the trouble. Have you ever seen that movie 8-legged freaks, or you remember hearing about it, Sarah? Oh god, it's
Yeah.
old. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie. I just know it's about giant jumping spiders.
Yeah, don't bother.
Not that good, huh?
No.
If I have any idea that man's face would be under my boot, it was the blind contract, no contract with the employer. Last time I take one of those. We'll part ways and both keep our heads. Sound fair? Fine, leave in peace, or you've tried to kill me and you expect me to walk away? Prepare to die. Yes. Now they're red.
Oh,
Yep.
for heaven's sakes!
What? I want to fight! You think we can take them all? Or you think we're gonna die? Okay. So the first thing we're gonna do... Nope. Oh, I can't save! We're in a battle, so I can't save. That's interesting to note.
No, you can't.
Alright. So we're gonna pause.
Mister, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys.
We got another thief over here as well.
That's why I said 5.
Yep. Oh my god. Okay. Any more?
I told you to
Look around.
leave and just go in these oh no!
Miss, I want to fight.
Somebody wants to fight.
Somebody wants to fight. Hey, Classic, wouldn't you fight here? I mean... Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and... Oh, we can leap. What the hell's a leap? I guess that's something we got at level 2.
Oh, spider ability. You've got spidey sense.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
So we're going to... I could leap over here, I guess. Interesting.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Alright, let's not leap. Let's go ahead and undo that. Let's go double strike, and let's do it on Joan. Let's have him take out Joan as well.
Well, maybe if you kill him, could be Johan, you know. Maybe if you kill him, then all the other guys are gonna be like, oh, no, we're good. And they'll just kind of run away.
And I got myself going to him too. Okay, see what happens here. See how this starts.
Oh yeah.
He's moving. Where's Corin going? Oh, the backside. He's going around the
Oh, he's
backside.
going around. He's going around the back.
So I like how these two thieves here are both attacking me while I'm fighting Joan. This guy's coming in here. This is kind of cool how you can pause this and you can kind of see what's going on. This thieve's going to attack Corin from this side. Oh man, 3 of them are going to come after me. Crap. Joan's already half dead though. Of course, we're both thinking of it.
Classic says I'm planning on doing a full 20-minute video on VEER and rock and roll.
Nice, man. Yeah, you're going to need to play rock and roll in classic VEER. Yeah, you're gonna have to play them a little bit to get the hang of it. I'll show you kind of how fancy VEER works here after we get done with this game if you're still here. All right, so Joan's dead. Now we're gonna gang up some. Let's go ahead and use this double strike here though on this guy. Yeah, we're gonna...
This one is called Ember.
This isn't so hard.
Yep, it's called just Ember.
E-M-B-E-R.
This was made back in 2016. Yep, we have. I've never heard of it until today. We saw it on their website.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Get out of here, he said. Alright, we're gonna find some more, get some more loot to sell, because I don't think any of this stuff's gonna be any good. Maybe Joan had something worth the crap. Oh yeah, he did. A cleaver of sundering. And a cloth garb. +1 intellect.
Well, it's not good for you, but Corin could use it. We could give it to him.
There.
Probably
Guide to
better than
leveling
it
up.
is right now.
Gain a level. Every time you level up, you get 2 points to distribute between 4 statistics, strength, dexterity, intellect, and vitality. Your stats affect your damage, defenses, and potency of your skills. Equipment may also have stat requirements. For instance, equipping a heavy shield may require a high strength stat, and healing skills will heal more with a higher intellect stat. You can specialize in a stat that most complements your combat style, but you should not neglect other stats as they may determine the effectiveness of certain skills. Yeah, pretty much standard RPG stuff there. So if we come into Ember here, we're level 2 now. We have unallocated stats. What would you... Dexterity increases range damage.
You know what? I think you should put... Honestly, I think you should do one in strength.
Okay. There
I
we
know
go.
it's hard because one in strength would be good and one in vitality to keep you stronger. Putting in dexterity would be a good one to have too.
Yeah, I think so. We're gonna just go with that for now. We'll put...
But vitality, I think that would be good. Yeah. Does he have them too?
He is still level 1.
No. Okay.
He hasn't leveled up yet.
Are you gonna give him that new stuff that you found? Because it would probably be a good thing for him to have. Where is that? At the bottom?
Yeah, this would give him
Yeah, see, it's
plus
great
7
for
average.
him. Good weapon.
And
Then
then
you've got armor, right? Let's say I thought you got some new
17,
armor.
and this is... Oh no. Oh, right here.
No, down at the bottom. You got something. Didn't you? No, I guess not.
The cloth guard really isn't better for him.
Okay.
Alright. And I like how you can move around with WASD too.
Classic, it does kind of look like an older WoW.
Yeah, it's really nothing like World of Warcraft at all. It's more like...
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not even like Diablo, really.
It's not even like Diablo either.
Yeah. It's kind of... I'm trying to think of what it's like. I don't know that I've ever played a game quite like this, to be honest with you. It's not turn-based, but it allows you to pause during... It allows you to be more strategic. It's an action RPG, but it's not like... It's not anything like Heroes of Hammerwatch either.
True.
Because there you're clicking things and doing spells, you know, and moving around. Here you're just kind of letting yourself, you're letting everything auto attack, but you can pause at any time and reset. who you attack and if you do a healing potion and all kinds of stuff. So you can stop in the middle of combat and take a healing potion, for example, or whatever. But with this, guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to escape this game. We're going to save this game. And yeah, we're going to... I like this game. I'm a little bit undecided on if I think it's worth the $10. It's a lot different than I thought it would be. Did you think it was going to be a little bit different than this, Sarah?
I did.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be quite a bit different. So I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. It's a good game. I have no problem with
Yeah.
it. We look at it here. I mean, right now it is getting 75% positive reviews. I'm wondering.
It came out a few years ago, yeah.
I like the clarity in the
Sorry.
like everything looks good. Everything's really clear, you know. Everything's really pretty. You can see the different, you know, the world's really vibrant. They've put a lot of attention to detail for sure. Game. It's got its own flavor to it, exactly. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, to go ahead and show you real quick, let me just show you because it'll be easier. Yeah, with me sharing the screen with Sarah and everything like that. If I just go to YouTube, it'll be easier just to show you a video. So if I go to like Zaxtor99, you can watch a lot of these videos. For example, Zaxtor99, ban the VEER.
Sorry about that sound earlier, guys. It's telemarketer.
So this is what you should really be doing in Fancy VEER here. And you'll see that you did a Night Crash combo. So I saw you were just kind of like firing away. Remember, you can move by hitting your right mouse button. And the further away you put your cursor, the faster you go. But you see here that I'm crashing through these rocks by changing my ship to the opposite color and then crashing through these rocks. As long as you do it in quick succession, like if you go like 3 or 4 seconds without crashing through a rock, it breaks your combo. But you see here I got an 8 combo and then a 9 combo here. And then, so I got an extra 1,080 points there. And then the cake also, I saw you asking in your video what the cake did or whatever. And you was like, stupid cake, get out of my way or whatever. Well, if you eat the cake, it's worth a lot of points, but it makes you get bigger. So, if you see here, that up here is just size. So it shows your size. I think you can go all the way up to 500% or you can go down less than 100. So if you get down below 30 or 20% or whatever, you'll actually die from starvation, basically. So your ship will continue to get smaller or bigger based on your size. Cake will definitely make you bigger and you'll be less mobile. So when you try to move around after the bigger you are, the slower the less your maneuverability will be. But as you move around, you'll lose your weight, basically. No, it's nothing like Asteroids at all. This game is a game that I kind of came up with myself. That's why you have the whole different, you know, shooting opposite colors. There's another thing you can do as well. Like I just made a change here to Fancy VEER as well, where here, let's see if I go to, I think I put the video up on. Oh, we gotta talk about this real quick too, because this was funny. Because if I just go to my profile here, yeah, Fancy VEER, it's definitely unique. I've never seen or played a game like it, and that's kind of why I came up with it and decided that I wanted to make a game like that. Yeah, it's way different than Rock and Roll, and Rock and Roll just kind of takes time. Like I noticed, I watched a little bit of you. I kind of skipped through the video, and I saw that you were playing Rock and Roll, and you were saying, "How do I stop?" Well, first of all, I'd recommend a controller for Rock and Roll. But if you are moving too fast in Rock and Roll, like if you get moving too fast, the best way to slow yourself down, there's no brakes in space. But what you can do is you can basically, let's say you're going this way, right? And your ship is facing this way. If you rotate your ship around back to the other way, and you thrust just a little bit, so not too much, because then you're going to end up going fast again. But if you're going this way and you're like, oh crap, I want to stop, rotate your ship around the opposite way and give it just a little bit of gas. So give it a little bit of thrust. And what that'll do is that'll actually it'll essentially give you breaks in rock and roll. And it just takes practice. So you have a lot of real inertia and everything like that in rock and roll. And I worked really hard to make it the way it is. I didn't want you to have breaks. I wanted it to take skill and time to learn how to maneuver in rock and roll. But then I think once you take the time in rock and roll to learn how to maneuver properly, it's really satisfying. It feels really good, I think. So that's one reason I like my own game, rock and roll. It's my own favorite game. But if we go to Fancy VEER here, and we take a look at this. So if you watch the video here, I mean, you can kind of watch this on your own, but I kind of talk about, this is my latest, one of my latest updates. I talked about how I did it. I've really increased the action and the relentlessness of the game. Now, as you see here, sure, you can sit in the middle of the screen and simply blast the opposite color of. See, that's kind of what I said in the video. This is on the video on Steam. So I said, sure, you could just sit in the middle of the screen and blast the opposite asteroids. And that's exactly what I saw you doing. You were just sitting in one spot, just blasting the asteroids. Now listen to what I say here. Of your ship. Pretty easy. But with that, you're not going to score very many points, nor are you going to have very much fun. To really play the game and score a ton of points and have fun, you're going to want to change your ship to the opposite color of the Vectoroids and go crashing through them as quickly as you can to rack up these smash combos as you see me doing here. This is where the real fun and the high scores are with Fancy VEER. Now, Fancy VEER definitely is a challenging game, and it's going to take you a little bit of time and practice to be able to change your ship's color to the intended color quickly enough to start racking up these points. In this latest update, I decided to go ahead and also increase the points you get if you ricochet a bullet off of a Vectoroid and hit a fish. So see that? See what I did there? So you notice the opposite color of this green asteroid would have been red. So I wanted to kill this whatever color fish it was or whatever. So right here, off of a Vectoroid. So here you see a blue fish. It takes a blue shot. You got to turn yourself blue to kill the fish. So a blue bullet is not going to kill an asteroid. Instead, it's going to reflect off of it. You'll see this bullet that I shot reflect off the asteroid and hit the fish for extra points. And hit a fish. Yeah, it bounces there, and I got triple the points there. So you saw me scoring about 50 points on level 1, just shooting a fish. But if you can really get good and bounce your bullets off of a Vectoroid and hit a fish, you're going to score 4 times the points. 4 times the points by doing that you would just by blasting the fish directly. Fancy VEER is my original and unique retro action game that's all about quick reflexes. A real risk versus reward type of action in the game that's going to reward you with big points for taking chances and having fun. Look for it on Steam now. Update 1.03 is in. So, there you go. What do you think about that game, Sarah? Yeah, it's kind of an original idea. I'm pretty proud of Fancy VEER as well. Like, I've never really seen or played a game like it, and I kind of came up with it all myself. I mean, it's simple graphics, but I think it's pretty complex, especially when you start learning the intricacies of how to play. I know Laurent says Fancy VEER is by far my best game. Laurent loves the game. Yeah, rock and roll. You really like it. Yeah, I really feel like an idiot. I didn't watch this video. Oh, it's okay, man. Not only that, what gets me here is Fancy VEER. Obviously, it only has one review. It's been out a year and a half now, more than a year and a half. Only has one review. It's pretty sad. I think people, I have 45 hours in my own game. I think most people play it like 10 minutes and like, okay, I'm done. This is stupid. Because I think a lot of people just do kind of what you did. I don't think you're the only one, Classic. I think a lot of people just sit in the middle and fire away and, be like, oh, this is boring. You can have a lot of fun with Fancy VEER if you learn how to get those crash combos, as I showed you how to do there. I think there's a lot of fun to be had. So the one thing about Fancy VEER, and you could talk about it in one of your videos if you make it another video, Classic, is how Fancy VEER, really what I was trying to do. Fancy VEER is just short for this. Really what this game is I wanted to make the longest name possible. When I made this game, I'm like, you know what? I want my game to have the longest name possible on Steam. I wanted to have be the longest name for a game on Steam. And that was when I decided that I wanted to make a unique space shooter, I also wanted a unique name that was the longest name on Steam. And that's really, you drop a review for me, appreciate it, man. So that's one thing I did when I made the, so originally while I was developing it, I had a different name for it, and it was Cab Fix It or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to show you this because Sarah
Hello,
loved
everybody.
this.
This is Zaxtorian99.
Let me go ahead. I just
Oh, gosh.
updated. This
It's
is
a long story.
It's funny though, and it's worth it.
It's-
Where is it? Where is it?
Okay.
We're gonna show it. So here we're talking about my updates, my pricing changes. Yeah. So also one thing I added in 1.05 is you can eat the cake for big points. Once you eat the cake now, I added milk. I was like, you see the satisfaction after eating the cake, you get points for it. But then you're gonna get a glass of milk right after you eat the cake now. And the milk will be it's kind of random. It'll either be full or empty or half full. The more full the milk is, the more points it is. But drink the milk to score double the points of the cake. So if you can eat the cake and drink the milk, you're going to get even more points. So I just showed something else I added. When did I add that? Last June. Because I mean, if you have cake, you gotta have milk to wash it down, right? So that's been added.
Yeah.
This is when I added the high score list right into the game, so you didn't have to go to Steam to see your high score list. When I added new motion effects. So this right here, as you see, this is I think this is the night before I launched the game or something like that. I think it launched on July 17th or something. I don't know. So the same night as I decided to launch the game, it was Cap Fix It. And Cap Fix It stood for cake. What is it? No, what? Colors are pretty is what I said because it's a lot of colors in the game. So the original name of the game was Colors are pretty.
Fish is gross.
Fish is gross.
And
Cake is delicious.
Cake is okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was colors are pretty, fish is gross, cake is delicious. That was my original aim. Again, I was just going for the longest name for a game on Steam. And so I decided the day I launched it, I decided to change the name from Cat Fix It to Fancy VEER. So basically this is just another abbreviation for my new name. And so look, you guys got to listen to this. Now, the reason I'm saying this is when I read this to Sarah the first time, like a year ago or something like this, when I read this update. Now, this is an update
yeah,
I put out right when it launched.
Over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I read this to Sarah, she was just cracking up. So this is kind of my story for why I changed the name at launch from Cat Fix It to Fancy VEER, which I think Fancy VEER is kind of easier. It rolls off the tongue easier.
Yeah, he made up a story for the name change too.
The only reason I really changed it was just because of my short abbreviation. I feel like Fancy VEER kind of rolls off the tongue, is easier to remember than Cat Fix It. It's just an easier name to remember. And again, it's just abbreviations. But I said last night, after the weekend, just after my Cat Fix It game launched on Friday, I heard a wet and angry, loud slapping at my front door. My kids screamed in sheer terror at the strange, non-human sounds of aggression roaring beyond the wooden door that now shook in its frame. When I opened my door, ready to protect my family and kids, I was unready for what I was waiting. What was waiting in the darkness of the summer night air. These fish were not happy, and had gotten word that I had launched a new Steam game called them Gross. They were livid and demanding a public apology in a fish roar that barely made out understandable words. Fearing my own life and envisioning seeing my poor kids being devoured in front of my own eyes, I dropped to my knees and apologized profusely for calling it Cat Fix It, which stood for Fish is Gross. Tears filled my eyes, and the horrifying floating fish roaring at me caused my body to tremble in horror. My apology wasn't enough. The hours of the night passed, and slowly the terror of the fish subsided as they became more friendly and less threatening. They made me promise to never eat fish again, and even forced me to toss out the 8 cans of tuna they found in my pantry as well. I of course agreed without any resistance.
It still makes me laugh.
But as the morning hours came, I found myself laughing with the fish so loud as we sat at my kitchen table playing a hilarious round of Pictionary. The fish were incredibly good at using their fins to work a pencil and scribbling out pictures on paper. The angry sounds were now deep laughs, and the beer I had offered them did the trick, and perhaps even saved my life. Fish are so funny when they get buzzed or drunk on alcohol, let me tell you. Oh man. Somewhere in the night, as the horde turned to drunken rounds of tabletop drawing games with a floating fish, we all came to an agreement to simply not call fish gross in this game. To fish, that is the most vile and hurtful thing you can call them. They said that they were totally fine with me calling them nasty, especially after they saw how the fear they had filled me with had caused me to wet my own jeans when I saw them at my front door. In fact, that's what started their laughs, and then me finding the opportunity to offer them some cold suds. I guess you just never know when urinating yourself might save your own life.
God.
While they didn't agree that cake is delicious, and they tried to get me to change the cake in my game to fingerlings, we finally found an agreement that I could keep the cake in my game as long as I didn't call it delicious. In all seriousness, the name change came last night when I was reminded by a esteemed friend that technically the part of my original title, Fish is Gross, colors are pretty, fish is gross, cake is delicious, was not correct. English grammar. He stated that to be grammatically correct, it would need to be fish are gross instead of fish is gross. And well, I wasn't about to change my FIG for fish is gross to the initials fish are gross for obvious reasons, FAG. I'm sure. Mainly because I don't want to get kicked off the Steam platform as a small indie developer. So remember, this was just my second game on Steam. So here I had it as fish is gross, and I had the abbreviation FIG, and my friend comes along saying, hey, that's not correct English grammar. It needs to be fish are gross, which would be FAG. And so that's another reason I decided to change the name as well. So I decided to brainstorm a new name last night and came up with a name to better fit the nature of this game as it has developed as well. And here it is. I definitely think the abbreviation Fancy VEER is a much easier name to both say and remember than the previous Capfixed. I thought I'd share the reasoning for the name change and try to add a little humor in the process. Hopefully I made one or two of you chuckle, or at least form an odd smile as you read this. Have a great day, blah, 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 blah. So, yep. That just kind of explains. That was just kind of my way for explaining. I'd forgot about that. I'd forgot about he had said, oh, you technically, it needs to be fish are gross, not fish is gross.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I'd rather not urinate myself, Dragoness says. Ever heard of sushi? Yep. Yeah. But then, if you're, oh, you want to see something? So another thing too is like, with rock and roll, are you still here, Classic?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Classic, are you still even here?
Yeah, is he even still here? He might have left. He might have said, this is boring. Yeah.
I know.
I don't care about you changing your
He
name.
was talking to you, Classic.
I don't care about your fancy beer being some other dumb name. I don't care about that. No,
Yeah, Dragoness, sushi is nice if you can eat it, for sure.
I'm not a big sushi fan myself, but he's still here. So
Yes. Okay. Yeah, Classic is still here.
one thing you can do in rock and roll as well is you can play it a little bit. You can see how far it's come. So, for example, I think you kind of saw how far it was. Important information concerning trading cards. Somebody posted a comment on here 2 hours ago. Add 5 trading cards, please. Each card you sell, you get one. Every card you sell, you get 1 cent. It has the biggest community group. Yeah, I wish I could sell trading cards on this game. It's a blocked user. I don't know. Anyway, oh, that guy was blocked. Okay. Anyway, I don't remember what happened there. But anyway, yeah, I can't do a trading cards on any of my games yet. You have to sell so many and have to have so many reviews and stuff like that before you could do trading cards. So,
Yep.
but one thing I want to show you is Rock and Roll definitely. Yeah, as you saw it, you should see Rock and Roll when it launched, man, or Rock and Roll when it was in development. So if I come here,
It was very different some time ago.
oh yeah, Rock and Roll was very, very. In fact, we can just go here. So if you come in here, you can see play early versions of Rock and Roll. So there's a pinned thread I made in here about how you can come in here and you can play Rock and Roll at the 3rd day of development, see what it's like. Or you can also play it as it launched in 2017, right? Want to play the early access build of Rock and Roll from when it launched. And so you can come in here, you can read this thread here, and it'll show you that you can come in here and you can come into the properties of Rock and Roll by right-clicking on it in your list. And you can come to the, you have to come to the betas tab. And then you just type in this code, launch day build. So you just copy and paste this launch day build, put it in the code here, and then check code. And then what it'll do is it'll open up an option on this drop-down for the early access build from July 2017, right? So if I come here to my collections and show you Rock and Roll. So if I do the same thing, if I go to properties, I already have this code in here, but if I come to the beta, you would put the code right here. So you would put that code right there. That's the key or something. But anyway, you would put that launch day. You would put that launch day build in there, and it's going to open up once you put the. Oh, it says I don't even have that in here. Okay. So I think it was called launch day build or something. That code. Yep. So now as soon as you do that, it'll say access code correct, private beta, early July 2017 is now available. So now you're going to come in here, you just select that here, and you close it, and it's going to immediately download the old version. So you can also go back and do my day 3 of development version as well in Rock and Roll. So you can see it before, way before it even launched on Steam back in February of 2017 when I first started building it with the day 3 build. But if we come in here, we can now play Rock and Roll. Now that we got that changed, we can come in here and we can see Rock and Roll. As it played from early access.
There we go.
Stop. Let's rock and roll.
No.
This is.
Are you sure?
Yeah, this is not it.
No.
Early access. What is going on? Maybe it's not working. Maybe that's not working. Launch options. I might have to check that because it doesn't look like it's working. I think I said this because, yeah, that is definitely not the early access version.
No.
Yeah, it looks completely different. Let's see if I could go to properties. Let's go see if the early so I know something's not working. May have to look at something here. I'll have to fix that. I'm sure it's an easy fix. I wonder if I can play the day 3 of development version. That is code what? Day 3, I think, or something. Old rock and roll music is what the code is. So you just copy and paste that. Copy and paste. Let's see if that won't work. I will definitely fix this.
Yeah, it's a good thing you checked.
Yeah, good thing I was talking about this because that is not working. Okay. Oops.
Welcome to the stream, everyone that's here. Please feel free to holler and chat and say hello. Let us know you're here.
Got a problem with my rock and roll. Old rock and roll. Yep. Day 3 classic now available. Let's see if that works. Okay, that downloads quick because now it's only like 17. It used to only be like 17 megabytes or something like that. All right, let's see if that works. Looks like it's still launching the regular version.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, this is definitely not the day 3 version.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't have to say hi, Classic. We already know you're here.
All right, Let me check something real quick, guys.
Yeah, looks like it's not working, so
Let me just check something real quick.
you might have to fix it.
Yep. At one point it was working. I don't know what ever happened where it's not working, but hey. Alright.
Move your screen.
Yeah, it's my screen's blanked out right now. Okay. Yeah, I purposely blanked my screen out, guys, because you guys aren't allowed to see my my Steam settings and all that. If it's this easy. Okay. That. Classic. I don't know why.
Oh, Giantess says, Sarah, your laugh puts a smile on my face. Well, thank you very much.
I'm gonna have to. The build in Steam settings is correct. It should be loading up a build from. Yeah, it should be loading up a build from July 17th for. Launch date build.
I don't know, sweetheart. You're just gonna have to get in there and mess with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure this out. It used to work. I think this is something on Steam's end, guys, to be honest with you.
It did. It used to work.
Yeah, it used to work. Something on Steam's build is not letting me load. I don't know if it's because it's too old, because the build is too old, and like Steam has lost. What I'll have to do is I'll probably have to go and reload these or something like that. I will work on it tonight. I don't think that many people are playing this game anyway. But Sarah, your laugh puts a smile on my face. But to give you guys an idea of, I mean, you guys can see what these versions look like by, if I just come here to YouTube, and I just go to rock and roll.
It's a ways down there, but it's there.
Yeah. Development. So if I go, so this is when I first started developing rock and roll. You can kind of see this is when I started developing it. And this is my original trailer for rock and roll right here. But as you can see, this looks a lot different than what you played, Classic. I'll have to figure out what's causing it. Yeah, but it looks like it's on Steam's end. I probably just gotta go and redo some stuff. But you'll actually be able to go, once I fix it, you'll be able to go in and just change the code and be able to play. This is my old day 3 version of rock and roll right here. This is when I've been working on it for 3 days. There's no power-ups, I don't think. There's no
Like
no boss mode.
and
Yeah.
yeah. It has come a long way.
As you can see, it looks a lot more like the old classic asteroids here too. But I had the whole rotation, the whole spiral thing in there from the start, because that was my kind of twist on the game. Asteroids had the hyperspace where you could randomly appear in one spot or another, and then this one had. So that was in February, and then when I launched the game in July, just a few months later, here was my launch trailer.
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help. This sentence
It had
is
8 positives and
grammatically
no
correct,
negatives.
but
Yep,
it's
this was the
wordy
day
and
before
hard
it
to
launched,
read.
actually, in early access. That's my son there. Who is it that you love? Daughter? Who is it that you love? How far would you go to save them? Aw, isn't that adorable? My son holding my finger. The time has come to save the Earth. Yeah, a lot more. I didn't know you liked puns, Zax. Oh, I use puns all the time.
Oh yeah, he does.
Are you ready? So as you can see, even in a few months, the game changed quite a bit. But still, it looks a lot better now.
Yeah. It's better than now. It's different interface and everything.
Yeah, the main reason I'm zoomed up here, edge of your seat, close calls give you big points. A lot of the gameplay mechanics are the same though, like rocks crumbling and stuff like that. The VDS was in here. Lots of game-changing power-ups, such as Cannonball. Every shot, every rock, every close call is tracked for you.
Using your epic voice again.
Yep. So one thing you can see right here is that one of my big mistakes that I made early on in development, I mean, this is my first Steam game, and you see that I just tried to get too crazy. I thought I was almost like I thought more was better. I have several different kinds of fonts, all different kinds of colors in, in my fonts and stuff like that up here. And that was I think that's a common mistake with new developers, is they think that adding a whole bunch of different colors and a whole bunch of different fonts and everything like that will make it stand out more. Mm-hmm. But that is definitely not the case of, if you come here and you can see the amount of updates and the amount of work that I've put into this game by just coming to the announcements here. But you can see that I think I have well over, this is Asloff, the new thing, but this is the reason you have to move faster, because he'll spawn from the rocks.
Classic. That's the giant green boss that you talked about.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that was.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And as you can see right here, I kind of show the difference between the UI and the new UI that I put in March of 2019. Update 2.20. And as you can see, this is my old, UI at the top. And then I instead of actually saying spirals and speed and stuff like that, I changed it to symbols. But I used the same font here as well. I put in the high scores. And it just made it look a lot cleaner,
It's a lot more streamlined.
Yeah.
Now.
And then I've added a lot of different boss modes and everything like that to the game. This is Monster Rock, where you basically play ping pong with a huge monster rock. This evil VDS is trying to shoot shots at the rock to send the rock towards the Earth. You've got to protect the Earth, and you got to shoot the rock this way. You got to get it this laser. If you keep the rock in this laser for long enough, it'll break down and get smaller, and you'll eventually break the rock down. Once you break the rock down, then this laser beam ends up going away, and the VDS will come over here and try to destroy the Earth and try to destroy you. But as all these rocks that are flying around, as you shoot, as you're playing ping pong with this rock, both of you guys are shooting this thing, crumbles are going to start coming off this rock and going everywhere. These little rocks hit the Earth, they're going to do damage to it. And that's why you have an Earth damage bar. So once the Earth takes so much damage here, it'll blow up, and you can lose the game here in this mode. So this is probably the most challenging boss mode that I have. But in this mode as well, there will also be a health kit, right? That doesn't heal you. It changes your ship's color when you pick it up, and then you have to bring it back to the Earth, and you can heal the Earth for some of the damage that it's taken. So it's pretty frantic. It's pretty challenging. This mode here is a lot more challenging, than what you were playing. Classic, if you play this boss mode here, probably the most challenging boss mode. This one's tough. And it can take a while. It can take 15-20 minutes just to beat this mode, and you got to be really patient. Yeah. But I'm pretty proud of Rock and Roll. I mean, it has, Rock and Roll has a lot. Have you ever seen, Classic, have you ever seen the movie made in Idaho called, what's the name of it? What am I thinking of, Sarah? Napoleon Dynamite. So, I mean, so after I made Rock and Roll, after I put out all this content and stuff like that, I just kept adding to it, adding to it, and adding to it. So, Rock and Roll. Man, where is? What if we put Rock and Roll here? I made all these trailers, but I've just added so much content to Rock and Roll, you know? I really have. There we go. So here's a trailer for I made. This is one of the first trailers I made, or one of the first things I added to the game, I think. Yeah, back in October of 2017, so this is a couple months after it launched. I added this. I decided,
oh my god, this is intense. I got 1 hit point left. Trying to get that high score. I'm so close to getting that #1 high score. I just put leaderboards into Rock and Roll this week. Oh no! I've got 1 ship left. Look at all these freaking asteroids. I'm only on level 4.
see, this is the kind of maneuverability that you'll get better at, though. Like not moving too fast, learning how much gas to give it.
Look
You're not flying across the screen 100 miles an hour.
Don't do what I did.
Yeah, it takes practice to maneuver like this.
You hit the #1
Yeah,
score.
it does take practice for sure.
Can't take 1 more hit.
So I'll show you
Come on,
something.
heal,
Yeah,
heal,
I even took
So
part
close.
of
Look at all these
Napoleon Dynamite
asteroids.
into my game, dude.
No! I've perished.
Look at all these rocks you
oh my
died.
god.
So this is
So
what I decided
close
to
hitting that
give
high
you a
score.
tour.
Game over? What? What? There's gotta be a better way. I need help. Duct tape? Check. Mount? Check. A55 aluminum beer can.
Aluminum beer
Check.
can.
This is gonna work out great. Just duct tape this baby, and my help has arrived. Hello, little 855 kicker. That stands for...
A55 stands for
ass kicker.
Yeah, as you can see, I got really creative. I wish more indie developers put this kind of creativity and thought and passion into their games. You know what I'm saying? That's there. And so then I created this in the game. There's your little aluminum beer can. Running around shooting rocks for you.
Yes, Dragon is. In some of the videos, especially when like he's fixing computers and stuff, yes, you can see his hands.
Yep.
You won't see anything else, but
Hands
you
are
can
cool.
see his hands. Yeah.
Yep. And so then another one I like too is that after that one, later that winter, I created the Rock and Roll.
Searching for a beach vacation?
Dynamite.
Find
So
it
this
at
is
Verbo.
what I did
They
is took
search
part
millions
of
of
the
homes to
idea
find your
from
perfect beach.
Napoleon Dynamite. I think I was watching Napoleon Dynamite and I came up with this idea to add Zaxpolian Dynamite.
Zaxpolian.
Not Napoleon Dynamite, but Zaxpolian Dynamite came to Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
I like
Make sure that you don't get smacked in the face by something coming to you out of left field. That can easily happen.
I love that.
Make
Listen to
sure that you don't get smacked in the face by something coming to you out of left field.
this. Funniest part of the movie.
That can easily happen when you play Rock and Roll, just as you saw there. But now, coming to my game Rock and Roll, I introduce Zaxpolian Dynamite. That's right, Dynamite in the game. When you see it spawn, you'll be able to collect the dynamite and use the dynamite in strategic locations against your enemies, rocks, and any other foe you might see in the game. Here, however, you notice I've placed dynamite under the asteroid. I went for the resource and I blew myself up. There, I accidentally blew up my A55. But used strategically against enemies, you can have much success with Zaxpolian Dynamite, as you see here. Here, you'll see me place the Zaxtorian dynamite right between two
Dynamite
rocks.
placed.
And as I wait safely out of the way so I don't blow myself up, those rocks get blown to hell, and I open up a Geos gem, as well as lots of valuable resources to go and snatch up.
Dynamite placed.
Another strategic location, as rocks are coming in towards the place I've chosen for my dynamite. Boom! And there you go. Zaxtorian dynamite is coming soon to rock and roll.
And that's just two of the things. Like that's just two of the big updates I put into Rock and Roll Classic. Like I have so many updates. For example, the Azeroth, the Monster Rock mode I added, Earth Protect mode, a ton of stuff. Plus, not only that, also all the UI updates. The Hard Rock mode, which is a completely different mode that you can play. You play the main mission mode, or you can play Hard Rock mode. Hard Rock mode is, completely different as well. So there's just so much. I put so much work into Rock and Roll. I bet you I have over 1,000 hours of development into Rock and Roll. I bet you I really do. Sarah has seen me do a lot of it. Sarah has.
Yeah, I've been there.
Here's my hard rock. I put this in like October of 2017 as well. But you have this. You have
10
this.
after.
Yeah, main mode. Yeah, 12 after 10 after 12. They don't call it hard rock mode. So as you can see, there's a lot of different modes, a lot of passion put into my game. I wish that more indie developers on Steam nowadays. I'm not saying a lot of indie developers we see don't put passion and heart into their games, but we see all too often that there's just not only is there little passion and creativity put into people's games, but too many developers just put too little effort, and we see that time and time again, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Sadly. Anyway, guys, yeah, I gotta wrap this stream up. I want to thank you guys for being here. But yeah, if you play Rock and Roll quite a bit, I think you'll quickly see, if you give it an hour or something like that, I think you'll really start to see that Rock and Roll does have a lot of heart and soul put into it. And it's not just, it may not be as lame as you think. You definitely put your all into Fancy VEER. Fancy VEER was actually made. I actually created. Now I put a little bit of time and effort into changing things, like added the milk and all that stuff like that. But Fancy VEER was probably one of my quickest games. I made Fancy VEER in less than a week. Yep, I kind of got an idea for it, and Fancy VEER was a game that I, for the most part, put together and had it working in less than a week. So yeah, Fancy VEER is just a creative idea. I've streamlined it since I put it out as well. But yeah. But yeah, give them a try. Classic. Let me know what you think. Welcome everybody to the stream. Sarah, why does this always happen? Like the times that I have to get off here and go to work, we start getting like 7, 8, 9 people come in and watch. I don't know if it's just because people
always come at the end.
People come right at the end, and then we have to say goodbye, guys.
We have to go, guys.
Yeah, I have to work.
Sorry.
I have to work. Sorry, guys. Funny how that works. You definitely put your all into Fancy VEER. Yeah, I'm proud of all my games. I mean, all my games I am really proud of. None probably more than rock and roll. I've just put so much heart and soul and effort into rock and roll. I'm sure some people probably like, other games better, like Poggers, like Lauren likes. And some people, like my son, think Laser Ball is my best game. So it really just depends on who you are and what you like. Speaking of heart and soul and passion.
Bye, Dragoness. Bye, Classic.
Yep. All right, guys. Speaking
You
of
gotta
heart
go
and soul,
too.
yeah, Kevin Kessel's working on Undead Eatery again. That poor kid is working his butt off on that game. Yeah, thanks so much, guys, for being here. Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah.
Love you guys all. We will see you guys Wednesday.
We will see you on Wednesday.
Yeah, we will. Have a good one, everybody. Look forward to that
Bye,
new video
everyone.
classic.
Take care.
Peace, everybody.